YouTube? It's that dude named Dave, and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission. Like, subscribe, and that bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not subbed yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to Kendra G. She had a mother or two calling in looking for a new relationship, but what are her standards? We're gonna get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Joy.
Joy, where are you calling us from?
I'm in Maryland now.
Joy, do you live in Maryland?
Yes, I moved here.
Baby girl, kind of cute
Okay,
here.
Maryland. How old are you, Joy?
I'm 30.
Okay,
30. What do you do for a living?
I'm an analyst and I have an Airbnb that
An
I'm
analyst and an Airbnb. Airbnb. Joy, Maryland, 30, analyst, Airbnb. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 kids, 5 and 4, boy and girl.
By the same guy?
Yes, my ex-husband.
Oh, when did you get divorced?
In 2020, like everybody else, I guess.
Oh,
You know what? I'm stopping early here, but let me just state this here. Baby girl is kind of cute. Got a nice smile, got a nice sounding voice here. Okay here. It's not like the other banshees and wombats that I've been doing these Kendra videos, you know? And here's another item that I want to add here. I know it's not perfect, but at least with her 2 kids at 5 and 4, she was married. She was in a nuclear relationship here. The kids have the same father. I know they're divorced, but at least as we're starting out here, it's not someone with 2 kids by 2 different men, 3 kids by 3 different men, and the dude who they were busting down is in the next room over here. At least we're dealing with a divorcee and not a baby mama, if we want to put a silver lining on it. But let's continue.
for COVID?
During COVID, but we were married in North Carolina, so we had to be separated for a year. So it's not like we got divorced because of COVID. We just were separated, and then it was time during COVID, and we were done during COVID.
Did COVID break you up, you think?
No, we were separated before COVID.
Oh, gotcha. I want to make sure I understand. Okay.
That wasn't
All
me,
right.
y'all.
So this is Joy, Maryland, 30, an analyst. Also owns an Airbnb, 2 kids. Was once married. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
Damn Zodiac.
September 30th, Libra gang.
Libra game. Okay. All right, Joy. What kind of man you looking for, babe?
All right, here we go.
I'm looking for a candid man that's financially stable, that is good with children, and that doesn't want more kids, to be honest.
Doesn't want no more kids.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. So you just heard that here first. She wants a guy that's financially stable and is good with kids and doesn't want any more kids. So you know what that means, guys? Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, she has a nice little demeanor about herself here, but you don't get no more kids. You don't get to build a legacy with her, and you're signing up to be a stepdaddy. And I'm kind of curious here. She just moved to Maryland. So where's her husband? Is her husband still in Carolina? So if that is the case here, then you're signing up to be a full-time stepdaddy, and you don't even get any kids. More red flags, y'all, even though she got that beautiful smiling face. Let's continue.
Or could he have kids already?
Yes, he can have
At least
kids
you can
already,
have
but I
kids.
just don't want to have any more kids.
The baby
Okay,
factory
you wanna
shut
bear
down,
any more
y'all.
children. Okay. We got to that fast. What's some deal breakers for you?
All right, here we go. Deal breakers.
I don't like people that don't feel comfortable with their past. They can't be honest with me about what they've gone through. I don't like that. I don't want to deal with you having a bad relationship with your family or your kid's mother if you have kids. I want you to be financially stable.
That's the second time you said financially stable here, baby girl. What's that coming to here? I don't like that here. You said that twice now within the last 2 minutes.
Deal breaker, another deal breaker. Oh, I don't like people that drink too much. I'm a social drinker, So I'll have a drink here and there, but I don't want somebody that I have to like help carry home because he's been drinking. I don't want that.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that here. You know why? Because I could understand being like-minded when it comes to substance like that. You know, I'm not gonna grill because, like Chris Rock said, you can't have someone who's a crackhead and you not on drugs. You can't have an alcoholic and you're drinking these regular, 2% wine bottles, wine spritzers. Get it, because you want someone that's like-minded and you're not over here having someone who's sloppy drunk and you over here just getting a little bit of taste. You gotta be on that same accord. So I will not kill her on that request here. That's not a big one here. Let's continue.
Does he have to be in Maryland?
Just the DMV area.
Okay, that's not
DMV
bad.
area. What's the age range you want to date?
Okay.
35 and up.
Oh, you did say that. 35 and up. Okay, does he have to look a certain way?
Oh, here we go.
Yes. I want him to be polished. I'm polished. I want him to be a polished man.
Okay. So does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Oh, here we go. What we got?
Yes. I want him to make at least 6 figures.
At least 6 figures?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At least 6 figures. I'm assuming
Ah, boy. She mentioned it twice because that's what it is. She wants to, I like to joke around, the mystical 6-figure brother here. Here's the thing. Let me just put this out here before Kendra gets into it. Let's see what she's going to say here. But it's funny how women want a man that makes $100,000 a year. Let me state this here for the record. This is your first time watching my videos here. Only 13% of black men make $75,000 and up. The average black man, we're saying the average, only $42,000 a year. So now let's go to $100,000 a year, and only 7% of the black male population make that here. If you want to include all males, I would assume she's looking for a black man because this is Kendra's show and this is a black channel. So let's say that she opened her options to all men. That is still only 10% of the population, and we're not even talking about if they're married or not. It's funny how women want a guy to make this kind of money when it's not that many men like that here. I get it. You want a man who's doing good and making good money. But here's the thing. If it's not that many of them there, you're really just bringing your dating pool down lower with the inclusion of all the red flags that you got here. Yes, you have 2 kids. Whether you like it or not, those are red flags. You used to be married. You know what that means? Whether you like it or not, that is a red flag because you're divorced and we still know why you're divorced. We're still counting red flags here. Got to state that here. Now let's continue.
you make 6 figures too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She makes 6 figures.
Do you want to respond when
why.
they talk about this, about women requesting 6 figures? I think men say you come with 2 kids. Mm-hmm. So
that's what I said.
And
Kendra.
you want a man that makes 6 figures. Do you want to respond to that?
Here we go.
Yes, I have 2 kids from my marriage. Mm-hmm. I make 6 figures. My children didn't stop me from making 6 figures. If you don't have children, there's no reason why you don't make 6 figures. Or if you do have children, you should be able to make 6 figures. I'm not asking for something that I'm not bringing, so I don't feel like I'm overshooting it. And I'm attractive. I'm put together. Like, I'm not somebody that's not. I'm a great communicator. I'm understanding. So it's like I'm not asking for something that I can't get and I can't give.
More red flags here. Okay, just because you make 6 figures doesn't mean that anybody can make 6 figures. If it was so easy, we wouldn't have a country of haves and have-nots here. People are so blinded and are skewed by social media, by Instagram, thinking that everybody is getting to the bag. In actuality, no, we have more average and below average broke people than we do have well-to-do people here. By you saying that I'm getting it, so it should be easy for you, wrong. Because not everybody is getting to the bag. Ladies, you cannot think this way here. I mean, you can, but all the thing is doing is just bringing your options even lower. Let's continue.
I understand. Do you want him to be a provider?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where it comes in.
Okay, let me add this other point here since she's saying you want to be a provider here then. You came from North Carolina and now you're in the DMV area. So if you're making this money here, he shouldn't have to make that kind of money unless you don't want to spend your money. You see that, guys? Our money, what's ours is hers, and what's hers is hers. All right. If you're making that kind of money, ladies, you should be able to say, you know what? As long as the guy is doing what he's supposed to be doing, he has a decent job, he's taking care of himself, he's paying his bills, and then if he adds with me here, then we'll be even a bigger nuclear bond. No, you want him to make this kind of money, saying that you're making this kind of money, not understanding the way finances work. So you know what that means, fellas? On the fact that she is in the DMV area talking about this money here, you got to be a stepdaddy to take care of these kids, because obviously the father or the ex-husband is not around. Let's continue.
To play. I think you are attractive. You do have money, and this is just things that I hear from men. So just to give you that perspective, and not saying that this will be the guy that will reach out to you, but what men have said is, you know, you want them to provide for your children who are not biologically their kids, and you also stated that you don't want any more kids. So sometimes men, even though with all those qualities that you listed, to them that's a red flag to certain men. So
Multiple
again,
red
I'm not
flags.
saying
Excellent.
that will be your circumstance, but that is what men have said in the comment section on the show at times. So that's why I want to have the dialogue with you.
I understand that. I feel like a lot of times those are younger men. That's why I said 35 and up, because usually they have children if they want them. So they're not looking for me to have their children. I just started dating.
Gotta pause that here. You're actually wrong here. There are so many men who are actually waiting to have kids, because the fact that we have 54% of black men who are single and childless, and of course we have 60% of them are in the middle class. So if we have so many men who don't have kids, they are looking for women so that they can build their family, to build their legacy. So once again, you are wrong. Young men don't think like this here. Older men think like this here. Middle-aged men think like this here. Men in general who's on their purpose and looking for a mate think like this here. The fact that women, you're only talking to other women getting your information here. Wrong. You need to talk to more men. You're off by that. It's not just young men. Let's continue. Oh, and before I add to, she said something here when it's talking about I make this money here and look at me. So you know what that means, fellas? You guys know this already. You're paying for her pretty privilege. Now let's continue.
A couple of months ago, so I am new to the dating scene, but it's never been a problem that I have 2 children. I never had any man not understand my standards and not want to meet them or already meets them. So it's not like I'm struggling dating. I just started. I just found out about your show, and I was like, I want to get on there. I want to find out what she has to say.
I love it.
Okay, like I stated right before, she has pretty privilege. So unlike most women who call on the Kendra show, she's gonna have a little bit more male suitors than the average woman because she's beautiful. She projects more feminine energy, right? So she's gonna get the suitors. And ladies, I know some of y'all come from my comment section saying that, yeah, she can want what she wants. That is correct. But will she get the outcome she's looking for? Because it takes 2 to tango. She can want what she wants, but what about us? What do men want? Let's continue.
Let's do it. Look, you said, look, I look good, so we got to see it. Let's do the Kendra Cam now.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
What you working
She's
with?
like, I'm ready for a boo.
Okay.
In shape. Don't play with her. Don't play with her.
Okay.
Okay, yes, she's definitely in great shape.
Oh, hold on. We got to pause it. Look at the cakes, y'all. Okay. Yes, we don't have someone who's overweight. We don't have someone who's fat. We don't have someone who's obese here. You know what? Boy might do a little simping here. It's been a long time since I mentioned about the cheddar biscuits, y'all, and the English shrimp. But you know what, though? I can't do it. You know why? I got 2 kids. I can't take the kids to Red Lobster either. I'm sorry. You want me to pay for the 5 and 4-year-old? They don't get the crab legs. They don't get the endless shrimp. They don't get the unlimited biscuits. Even though the cakes are out, and I know my guys in my comment section, my tribe here, y'all know y'all thinking about the buns glazing. I see y'all. She's good. She's pretty. You know, she got her body right. It's good that finally someone called into her show looking halfway decent here. Let's continue here, because she holding. I ain't even mad at that.
Amazing shape.
Okay, and shake it too. Okay. I ain't mad at you.
Oh,
Yeah, about time we got a good looking one on here.
Was it your marriage?
No, I had a boyfriend since then. See. I had a boyfriend since then, and we broke up in March. I broke up with him because I moved to Maryland, and he moved to Tennessee to be closer to his kids. And I respected that. I wanted him to do that, but I don't want a long distance relationship. So I had to be honest with him about that. And I felt like that was a problem with my marriage. He was deploying a lot. We were always apart. So I was like, whoa, I don't want that for my next relationship. So I had to break up, but we were happy. We were in love. We were going to get married until I moved to Maryland.
Fair enough.
Okay, Kendra, are you going to ask this question here? Because I heard it. Comment section, did you guys hear it? We got to go back here now. She is a divorcee. Sounds like that her ex-husband is in the military, because she said deployed a lot, and talking about long distance here. So of course in the military, when you're deployed, technically you are long distance because you're going to fight for our country, to work in our country, and you're long distance. But here is the thing. Why did y'all break up? Who cheated? Who broke up the home here? These are questions we need to ask here, because the majority of the time, and my military brothers will talk on this here, how the women are at home and they're the ones wilding out while their men are fighting for their country and in their house elsewhere with their guns in their hand, rocking for us here, and they over here not being faithful. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but the fact that we still do not know, we need to know. You're on a dating show and men need to know this information here. So being deployed all the time, and now the divorce, and North Carolina, and now you're in DMV area. Let's continue.
Okay, so you don't gotta answer this question, but when was the last time you was intimate with a guy?
Oh, here we go.
Last year with my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, are you waiting for another relationship?
Yes, I don't need to have sex with these men. I'm not impatient. I'm a very patient woman, so I want to be sure that you're my last husband, and then we can be intimate. We can do all of that, but I'm just not going to give myself to these men just because. I'm not in the need to.
You're not in the need to.
I can respect this here. I'm not going to kill her on that. You know why? Because our dear brother Kevin Samuels will talk about this here. Ladies, if you're dating and you are looking for a suitable mate, put your intentions on the table. If you know that you want sex, and of course he wants sex too, and if you put it out there, the man that I want to get down with is going to be my husband. Are you looking to get married? Putting out there you're dating with intentions. You know what that means then? That eliminates all the pookies and ray rays in these streets here, all right? Because every time that we hear a woman that'll say, I was with this guy for a year or 2 years and then, oops, I got pregnant here. At least she is being intentional. I want to have sex. I want to do these things here, but I need to know that you're going to be my future husband. That's what we need our women to do. Put it out on the table instead of creating so many baby mamas, 3 kids with 3 different men, 4 kids with 3 different men. How about build a bond and relationship and have that man and that woman be together with the household here? I know a divorce did not work out in here, but we're not gonna probably get those answers, but at least for the next man, she's being intentional. We need more women to be intentional to remove the pookies out of their lives. Let's continue.
All right, Joy, why do you think you're single? Is it because you moved? I mean, that's what you pretty much.
Yeah, I just got here, and me and my boyfriend broke up in March. We tried to make it work while it was long distance, and I was like, I really just don't want this, and I had to be honest with him about that. But I'm single right now because I just started dating. It's really fun. I'm enjoying the dating life, but I haven't met the guy that I'm like, okay, this is the next husband. Like, I meet nice guys, they're interested, but they're not it.
What's wrong with them? What are they lacking?
Right. What's going on? What's going on?
I feel like they're very physically attracted to me.
Of course, you're a beautiful girl.
I feel like they're trying to, I don't know. Like, I just kind of feel like they're trying to get to have sex with me. Like, I don't feel like.
Yes, I had to stop that. That is exactly what's happening here. You know why? You're 30 years old. You're divorced. You're an ex-wife with 2 kids here. So you know what the market normally dictates in your circumstance here? That you're getting down. That you're normally down for the buns glazing. Because most women who get out of a marriage here is putting it down. And ladies in my comment section, y'all know it here. So when the guy's trying to be physical and getting in, because that is normally the stereotype for a divorcee or an ex-wife who is back here in the dating market here. So unfortunately, even though that you're beautiful, have a nice smile and a good disposition here, and you're being intentional with sex and things of that nature in marriage, a lot of men here are gonna look at you as recreational use only, because you already got your man and you had your marriage and you had your kids. So all these red flags now is pointing you to smash status, unfortunately. Now, for people out there want to get mad at me, there's a possibility she will find a guy because of the pretty pros that I mentioned here, but there's gonna be so many men that look differently, what I'm just saying here. Let's continue to finish this video off.
Like, they'll say the right things, they'll do nice things, but then it's like, it's only been a couple of months, right? But still, it's like,
couple of months.
They keep hinting that, like, oh, am I gonna get it, basically? And I'm like,
yeah, I'm
not your girlfriend.
Couple of months.
We're not even at that stage, so why are you hinting at that? So it's like, okay, on to the next guy. But I haven't found anyone. Like, I met one guy, he's a nice guy. We're supposed to go out for his birthday to a concert, but my mom caught COVID, so she can't watch my kids for me. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to go, but he's the one guy that I'm like, okay, he could be something.
Okay, fair.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. You guys can check out this information on Kendra's site here. So let's do a quick recap here, okay? Like I said, she is cute, beautiful, got a nice smile, a nice disposition here. But what does she say here at the end? She's talking to guys for 2 and 3 months and no sex? And then she clearly saying that we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, so what's going on here? Let me put another point out here. Yes, I said that she is good in being intentional about saying that, hey, sex is not, I'm not smashing for anybody, I'm being intentional. But what man is waiting 2 or 3 months with nothing of a commitment or knowing where you guys stand at here? It sounds like that she could be playing games, knowing that she could be possibly talking to other Pookies and Ray Rays. But how do you expect a man do you think you're gonna find if there's no sex involved, if you're already a mother? I hate to say it like this, unfortunately, ladies, but yes, be intentional. Yes, put it out there that the next man you want to sleep with wants to be your husband, but you can't go 2, 3, 4 months without doing something here or not having something established in a relationship. If you're clearly saying that we're not even dating, we're not even boyfriend and girlfriend, then what are you doing? Why are you talking to someone for 2 or 3 months if you ain't got nothing laying down like that? That's the one item. The next thing too, like we said here, why are you divorced? He said that he was deployed. We still don't know that. Single mother, 5 and 4. Kids, red flags. Once again, she says no more kids, so the next man doesn't even have a legacy to build with here. And then the capper here, I know there's many other things, you gotta make 6 figures. If a man is making 6 figures, he wants a woman that he probably is gonna wanna have kids with, ladies, unless you're gonna get with someone who is extremely older, who is not looking for kids, or a man who already has kids and not looking for kids. But the idea to have this mantra to think that I make 100,000, so it should be easy for you to make 100,000, is to showcasing the ignorance in our community and what people actually make. So ladies, I understand that, hey, she's beautiful and she has a body and hey, I might want to go ahead and buns glaze. But you got to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. You got to understand when to hold them and when to fold them. Yes, you may have pretty privilege, but does your pretty privilege get the guys in the door, but does it keep them in? Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about my commentary. What do you think about Kendra and this woman here? Yeah, she looked better than the others. Yeah, she's not a Lizzo type. But until next time, guys, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.